Hi, this is Mari. For those of you who haven't watched any of my other videos, in my last video I said I'd get back to you and let you know how my first therapy session went. I found a doctor that has experience with DID, and I had my first real appointment with him yesterday. When I got there, he said, "How would you like to start this? What would you like to talk about?" And really, I don't want to talk about anything. I mean, if someone asks me about certain things, yeah, then I can talk about it. But to just ask me, what do you want to talk about? And just to try and dive in to something, I was like, no. And I told him, I was like, I don't know. But really, it was like, I'm not going to start this, So then he just started asking me about, background questions that I hadn't answered in the first appointment where we got set up. I don't know, we got into a little bit of stuff that has happened in my past and things like that, and it's just so weird because he has experience with people that have DID, so I mean, he knows things before I even tell him. He knows how I feel about certain things before I even tell him. And also, he opened my eyes to a few things that I didn't realize. I was in the state hospital for a period of time, and I was raped by a mental health worker that worked on the floor. And and I blocked it out of my memory for about a year. And then when I was told that I was going back to the state hospital, a therapist or psychiatrist wanted to admit me again to the state hospital, it all came rushing back to me. And I didn't want to go there. But they put me back there on the same floor that he worked on, knowing that I had told them what he did to me. So that was not fun. And I don't understand how a healthcare facility would put someone making accusations like that on the same floor as that person when they have a mental illness, a post-traumatic stress disorder, and you're not going to make arrangements to put them on a different unit. No, they put me on the same unit. They just gave me a higher, I don't know what they call it, I couldn't do a lot of stuff. There's levels of things that you can do. They put me on the lowest level, so I couldn't leave the floor. I couldn't do activities. I pretty much was restricted to the unit that he worked on, so I had to deal with him every fucking day. And it was terrible. He would give me looks and shit like that, and just the fact that I didn't remember it before, and it all came flooding back, and then when I saw him, it was fucked up. It was fucked up, plain and simple, because he knew, and who knows who else he's done it to, because I'm sure he has a record of doing that, and if you don't get caught, you keep doing it. These facilities, they Yeah, they do background checks. Yeah, they check out to make sure everything's okay. But if you don't have a history and you don't have a record, then pretty much you can get away with murder. You know, you don't have to have a criminal record to be a bad person. Period. You know, and he didn't have one, so he got the job. And but anyways, I'll talk more about that in another video. But my therapist asked me, like, when was I first diagnosed with DID and all of that stuff, and I said, well, I've been diagnosed with everything under the sun, you know, PTSD, anxiety, depression, bipolar, OCD, all of that. Will you leave me? My puppy is being... Okay. Say hi. Say hi, because you want to be in every video, don't you? Okay. Go get Mr. Bear. Go get him. Oh. So, he said, do you think you have those diagnoses? And I said, in a way, you know, yeah, I have a little bit of all that. And then he went into, I told him about the OCD and how I mean, it's not so prevalent anymore, but in the past, like, I would shower 7 times a day, and I could not shower. I had to. And I would take a pumice sponge and just, like, rub my skin until it was raw. Text message. Rub my skin until it was raw, you know? And he made a very valid point when I told him about that, because when I told therapists that, they diagnosed me with OCD. And he said, well, you were trying to get clean. Was this before or after the rape happened? I'm sorry, I went out of context. Was this before or after the rape happened? And I said, after. And he said, well, you were still trying to get clean. You felt dirty. And that made a lot of sense, you know? Who wouldn't do that, you know? They say most rape victims don't report it. And even if they do, the first thing they do is go home and take a shower. But I still lived every day feeling like that happened to me, you know? So I was trying to get clean so bad, and I couldn't. So that was a very valid point that he made that I didn't clue in on before, you know. I was like, oh, well, I must have OCD. I'm taking showers 7 times a day, you know. I don't know. But, so yeah, I really like him. We get along really well so far, you know. We haven't really cracked into the real stuff, which is going to be tough. I don't want to go there, but I know I need to get better. So, I don't know. I was real angry last night, just real angry and agitated. I don't know why exactly, but I just know I was just angry and agitated. And when you're upset and angry and you know why, I mean, that's one thing, but when you don't know why you're angry and upset, it's just like, what the hell is wrong, you know? I mean, if you're that upset, you should know what the cause is, but my therapist also said it's also other alters, you know, expressing how they feel, and they're all inside me and my body, and they can be mad, angry, sad, depressed, you know, and they want to come out. So, I don't know. I guess I'll make another video in a little bit. I have a little bit more to say, but I don't want to run over on time, because last time we made a video, I ran over, and it was a process to get it on YouTube. Alright. Well, I guess I'll talk to you guys in a little bit. I love you. Bye.